Hi everyone, I'm Nathan with the ebookreader.com. For this video, I'm going to do a comparison review between the Kobo Touch 2.0 here on the right and the Kobo Glo HD here on the left. So both of these devices are very similar. I already did a little brief comparison in the Touch 2.0 video, but I wanted to go ahead and get a little more in detail with this video, show you the differences between these two devices. So first off, they have the exact same outer casing, the exact same dimensions. So you can use the same cover between them. There's no difference between the size. The only difference, from the external point of view, the back cover of the Touch just has plastic, and the back cover of the Glo HD has the soft textured sort of coating on the back. Does give it a little more grip when you're holding it. Other than that, they're both identical. They both lack an SD card slot, unlike older Kobos, and they got the power button up here. And it's just the USB port down here for charging, transferring content. So like I said, they're very similar. The only difference between these two ebook readers is basically the screen. So the Kobo Touch has the old school lower resolution screen, and the Glo HD has the newest generation high res screen, and it also has a front light. This one has 167 pixels per inch, and the Glo HD has 300 pixels per inch, so it almost has double. So it comes down to the text is a lot clearer. On the Touch here, it's a lot fuzzier. Let's go with some close-ups, see if we can get a good look at it here. I don't know if it's going to show up well on the camera, but I try to get a comparable font size between these two. When you're looking at the Touch here, the text renders noticeably darker just by default with the lower resolution screen. Then on the Glo HD, which has the high-res screen, so everything renders a bit sharper and a little bit thinner, but it's just a lot clearer. I don't think it's going to show up well on this camera. It's really something you got to see in person, but you can really see a big difference in person. The text is just a lot rougher on the Touch here. It is darker, but around the edges, it just has a real rough quality to it, whereas it's just super crisp and clear on the Touch 2.0 or on the Glo HD. I've been reading on these 300 ppi screens for a year now, since the Voyage came out, so I've really gotten used to them. And then switching back to these old school low resolution screens, it just doesn't work for me. It seems like my eyes aren't focused right or something. It just has sort of a fuzzy quality to it in person, like a picture that's not quite in focus. I really do like these high resolution screens a lot better, and I really do think it's worth the extra cost, not just for the low resolution screen, but for the front light. So if we turn off this light right here, I don't have the light on the Glo HD, so if we come into the menu here, we can turn it on, and it gives the screen a much wider, lighter tone to the background as well. As you can see right here, there's a huge difference when you have the front light on. So this is just in a regular room with the window open, so this is like normally good reading conditions, but it just sort of looks a lot harder to read on the Touch 2.0 when you don't have a front light than when you do have a front light. It really makes a huge difference. I think my own personal opinion is if you can afford an e-reader like this, that's $90, you should just go ahead and spend an extra $20, $30 to get one with a front light. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to me that these old devices, these new devices are coming out with these old screens, these low resolution screens. I mean, if you've never seen the high resolution screens in person, it's probably not going to be, you're not going to really even notice a problem. But once you've seen these high res screens, it's really hard to go back to these lower res screens. And if you do have the choice, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want the better quality. I mean, it's like the cost of an extra couple ebooks, so I don't know, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me having these low res screens. I just posted an article that I strongly think the ink just needs to do away with them. I don't understand why they're still selling new devices with screens from 4 years ago when they've got much better quality screens now, and they're hardly any more expensive. So it's just my opinion on the thing. So alright, so that font size, let's go ahead and show you some larger font size just to get a better look here at the screen close up. Smallest font sizes are really where you're really going to see a huge difference in the text quality with the low resolution versus the high resolution. You can go down to the smallest font size on the Glo HD and still be able to read the text clearly, where on the Touch it does get fuzzier the lower you go here. So let's try to get a comparable size. They don't scale the same, even though you have the same number, the notch, as far as the adjustment goes. Since you have the different resolutions, they don't scale the same, so you can't get the exact same font size on both of these. See how much larger that setting is than the one on here, but still the font's not comparable, still smaller on the Glo HD. So if you like smaller fonts, you absolutely want to get the higher resolution e-reader, because even on these super small fonts it's really clear and easy to read in person, whereas the Glo HD, the words get a lot fuzzier as the text size gets smaller. Another difference, well, you'll notice the difference with the resolution is with like images. This doesn't show up real well, but blacks are darker on the higher resolution device, and obviously the details are a little bit clearer. This isn't a very good image to show, but yeah, the high resolution definitely is worth the added cost in my opinion, so along with the front light. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this comparison right now. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the difference with the front lights, the difference with the screen clarity when you're talking 167 pixels per inch on the Touch 2.0 versus 300 pixel per inch on the Glo HD. I mean, there really is a huge difference when you have them side by side. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. Check out the ebookreader.com for some additional info. If you want full-fledged reviews of these guys, I got them posted on YouTube as well, so I'm not gonna go into the software features because they're identical software wise. So as far as that goes, check those reviews out if you want some more info. I'm gonna wrap this up. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.